MPNP, the Manitoba Provincial Nominee Program. In today's video, I will cover all about MPNP. What is the overview, different streams and occupation in demand in Manitoba? What is the eligibility criteria and how to calculate your eligibility points? What is the EOI ranking system and how you can do your own assessment by calculating your EOI ranking points? How to apply and what is the fees? At the end of the video, I will explain you how you should be aware of the difference between eligibility points and the EOI ranking points so that you cannot get misled. To get all that information, stay tuned. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope you all doing great. If you are new here, I provide information about immigrate to Canada and help people to apply for Canada immigration by themselves without any agent, which can save them a lots of money. Without a further delay, let's start today's video. First of all, what is MPNP? The MPNP is Manitoba's provincial nominee program. MPNP seeks recent graduates, skilled workers, business people and their families with the intention and ability to successfully settle and economically established in Manitoba as a permanent residence. MPNP selects candidates for Manitoba immigration based on the province's specific economic needs, which can be figured out by exploring occupation in demand list. I am at the Manitoba immigration website right now. I will leave the link in the description below for this web page, and here you can check the occupation in demand list. Let's go down here, and here you can see all the headings for in demand occupations. Here you can check them or just click here and expand each and every option and check for your right NOC code and look for that if your occupation is in demand in Manitoba or not. If you are not sure how to check your right NOC code, how to find your right NOC code, just go on my another video, find your NOC code for Canada immigration. It will guide you to find your right NOC code. And once you check your NOC code here, make sure that you check the removed list. You can see here that some of the occupations have missing dot here. It means they are no more in demand in Manitoba. If you are just confused about these dots, check your occupation here and then go up and check this small list, which is the occupation removed from the list. If your occupation in this list here, it means it is no more in demand in Manitoba. As example, I'll show you here, like you can see the missing dot here, other administrator services manager, NOC code 0114, and when you go up here, it is in the list of removed list. It means it is not in demand in Manitoba anymore. So please make sure cross check this list after finding your occupation in demand list. And another thing you need to check here, you can see here minimum CLV level. So each occupation has its own minimum CLV level. Some have 7, some have 5. So check your occupation and find that what is the minimum CLV level or language score needed for that particular occupation. And again, once you check here, go up here, and here is the minimum CLV level changed, means some occupations increased and decreased their CLV level requirements. So again, cross check with this small list here your occupation and find out right CLV level needed for that particular occupation. MPNP have 3 main streams. First one is skilled worker stream, second one is international education stream, and third one is business investor stream. The people who have education, skills and work experience in in-demand occupations in Manitoba comes under skilled worker stream, which already have 2 subcategories. First one is skilled worker in Manitoba, people who are already in Manitoba and they are working in Manitoba comes under this category, and second one is skilled worker overseas. Next one is international education stream. It has 3 subcategories. First one is career employment pathway, second one is graduate internship pathway, and third one is international students entrepreneurial pilots. So this stream is for the international education streams, means international students. Third one is business investor stream. It has two subcategories: entrepreneurial pathway and the farm investor pathway. So people who have good business ideas and they want to invest in business in Manitoba comes under this stream. But most of my viewers are from skilled worker overseas. So today in this video I will talk about skilled worker overseas. First thing, you need to check your eligibility for MPNP. There is two steps to check your eligibility. First one is the applicant must demonstrate an established connection to Manitoba. You can show this connection either through the support of a family member or a friend. You should have a family member or a friend living in Manitoba for a year. Second thing, a previous education or work experience in the province, or an invitation to apply received directly from MPNP as part of strategic recruitment initiative. So if you got hired by an employer in Manitoba, you got a job letter from an employer in Manitoba, you will be eligible for MPNP. So you should have one of them to be eligible for MPNP. Second thing is, in addition to demonstrating a strong connection to Manitoba, every candidate must score at least 60 points based on 5 factors in order to be eligible. So you need to score 60 out of 100 on based of these 5 factors: language like CLB, IELTS, etc., age, work experience, education, and adaptability. Adaptability means who is living, what is your connection to Manitoba. There are different points for family member, friend, and job letter. If the candidate does not have a connection to Manitoba, he or she is not eligible under this stream, regardless of your points total. Suppose if you score 65, 70 even, but you do not have any connection to Manitoba, you are not eligible for MPNP program. So let's calculate your eligibility points so you can figure out if you are eligible for Manitoba MPNP program or not. To calculate your eligibility points, I am again on website. I will leave the link for this website in the description. Just click on that link and we can start calculating our points here. So first factor is the language score. You need minimum CLV 4, means here I can show you the chart. If you gone for IELTS, minimum CLV 4 means 3.5 in reading, 4.0 in writing, 4.5 in listening, and 4 in speaking to be eligible for MPNP. But this required CLV requirement is according to your occupation. You can go in the occupation in demand list and check the required CLV according to your occupation there, and your result should not old more than 2 years to be eligible. It means it should be a valid result when you are applying for MPNP application. So let's start with CLV. So let's start with CLV 4 here. So you get 12 points for CLV 4. Next one is age. So most people fall into maybe this category, but you can check your age and accordingly you can give yourself points. So I'm going with 21 to 45 category. So there are 10 points for that one. Next one is work experience. You should have a work experience. If you have less than 1 year work experience, no points. For 1 year, 8 points. For 2 years, 10 points. So accordingly, but if you have a work experience of 2 years and 6 months, then you need to go with 2 years because you get the points on the completion of the year. So you will go with 2 years then. So let's go with 2 years here and we will get 10 points for that one. Next one is education. So you can see here, if you have bachelor degree means one post secondary program of 2 years or longer. If you have 2 post secondary program of at least 2 years each. So if you have bachelor and masters, because when you go for ECA, if you are not sure what is ECA, just go on my channel and you can have a playlist there and videos about ECA. You can get all knowledge about ECA there and you can click on I button on your screen. It will take you on that playlist. So when you go for ECA, then the master degree, sometimes they don't convert in Canadian master degree. You get just 2 year of post secondary program like this. It does not consider as a master degree. So if you have normal masters and bachelor, you can get 23 points. If you have masters more than 2 years and doctorate degree, you will go for 20 points, 5 points there. So I will go right now with bachelor only, which score me 20 points. So let's go with this. And the last one is adaptability. As I told you before, without the adaptability points, without the connection to Manitoba, you are not eligible for MPNP. So you need to get some points here. So close relative in Manitoba, if you have 20, close relative means your first cousin, your first aunt, first uncle, means the brother or sisters of your mom and dad, or their kids. They are your first relatives here, or your spouse of course, or your children of course. So close relative is 20 points. If you have job letter, 20 points. If you have previous work experience at least of 6 months in Manitoba, 12 points. If you have 2 years study in Manitoba, 12 points. If you have 1 year study in Manitoba, 10 points. If you have friend or distance relative, like you have distance relative or any friend in Manitoba, 10 points. Or if you are involved in some religion activities in Manitoba, 5 points. So I will go with friend or distance relative here, which score me 10 points. So here you go. So here you can see you are eligible to apply for MPNP program. So once you find yourself eligible for MPNP, it is a 3-step process to go through it. First one is submit an expression of interest, and you will receive a EOI ranking points based on the answer you provide. Please always provide the right answers because you need to submit the supporting documents later on. So now you are in the EOI pool, from where the MPNP invites the highest scoring candidates with a connection to Manitoba in the pool to submit a full application to the MPNP on a regular basis. So once you submit your application to MPNP, they will assess your application, and following a thorough assessment, the MPNP nominates successful candidates to make a separate application to the Government of Canada for permanent resident visas for you and your family. Let's have a little bit more detail about these 3 steps. First one is submit an expression of interest. An expression of interest is an online profile. It is not an application for MPNP. Your profile will be entered into a pool of all eligible candidates, and it will be valid for 1 year there. After that, you need to update again and you need to make another profile. You will receive a EOI ranking points based on the answers you provide in this profile. The MPNP invites the highest scoring candidates in the pool to submit a full application to MPNP on regular basis. So MPNP held draw from EOI pool on regular basis, like 2 or 3 weeks, and they invite the highest scoring candidate to submit an application to the Manitoba government to get a nominee certificate. To submit an expression of interest, you need to go on this web page. I will leave the link in the description. Just click on that link and you will be here. And now you can go down here and you can see step 1, submit an expression of interest. Click on that and you will find the information here. Create your expression of interest. First, you need to create an account for Government of Manitoba. If you have already that account, you can log in there. Otherwise, you need to create an account first and then you log in that and follow the instructions. Just make your expression of interest here. Here you can read some notes that you need to keep a print of your EOI summary, because you need to know that all answers later on, because you cannot change them later on. Or you can have only one active EOI at a time. So click here, create an EOI. Here you can see if you have already that account, you can log in here. Otherwise, click on new user. Follow the instructions here, create an account, log in there, follow all the instructions, and you can make your expression of interest here. Submit your profile and you will be in the pool. The next step is submit an application for MPNP. The highest scoring qualified candidate in the EOI pool are invited to submit an MPNP application. Means they receive a LAA, letter of advice to apply. So if you receive a letter of advice to apply, you will be able to log in into your account which you made while you are making EOI profile and gain access to the full MPNP online application. You will have 60 days from the date of your LAA to submit a complete application, and the MPNP charges a non-refundable $500 application fees for skilled workers. The MPNP evaluates your eligibility based on the documents you submit with your MPNP online application. You must prove all the claims you made in your expression of interest and all information provided in your application with credible supporting documentation. To submit your application to Manitoba government for MPNP nominee certificate, you will be going back to the same website where you submit your expression of interest, and this time you are at step 2, invite to submit a MPNP application. Click on this link and here you can go through all that details, just read them. So you can see here document requirements, just click on them and you will get all the document requirements, what you need for personal information, what you need for education, what you need for employment. So just click on them, and what you need for adaptability, especially you need to show the settlement plan by your relative or friend here. So you need to get a letter to submit here. So you can check these all tabs here and you will see that what kind of document you need. And when you go down there, you need to pay fees $500 here. And here is the format of the documents. When you upload them, they should be in PDF files and each file must be less than 2 MB. Just read this whole information here, that when you scan your documents, what their DPI look like and everything. So I'm not going in more detail in there because otherwise video will be too long. Just read them here, you will get all the information there, and then go down and click on this MPNP online login, and here you can log in with the same username and password and follow the instruction and submit your MPNP application. If anyone need help to create an expression of interest or help to fill out this application, please let me know. Just leave the comment or DM me on Instagram. I will help you. I will make another video or answer your question as soon as possible. So once you get a nominee certificate from Manitoba government, you are allowed to submit an application for Canadian PR to IRCC. So which is step number 3, submit an application to the Government of Canada for permanent residence visa for you and your family, means your spouse and your dependent children. So how you can do that? The province or territory will let you know whether you must apply through the express entry system or through the regular application system. Regular application means paper based system. So let's see. First one is nomination under an express entry PNP stream. If you are not already in express entry pool, you will need to complete an express entry profile there and be accepted into the pool. So if you are not in the pool already, you don't have any express entry profile, you need to make an express entry profile. If you want to know that how to create an express entry profile, you can go on my another video which says how to create an express entry profile, or click on the I button on your screen. It can walk you through the whole process how to create an express entry profile. So then you can create an express entry profile, get into the express entry pool, and you will be definitely get selected from there, because the nominee certificate gives you 600 CRS score by itself. Another thing, if you already have an express entry profile, then you can go there and update that profile and you will get extra 600 score and you can get selected from there. If you want to know how to update your express entry profile, again there is a video on my channel, and just go there and it will walk you through how to update your express entry profile. The second one is nomination under a non-express entry PNP stream. Permanent resident applicants who were nominated under a non-express entry PNP stream should apply for permanent residence using the regular application process. Regular application means you need to go on paper-based application. If someone really interested to submit whole that application by themselves, just leave me a comment. I will make another video with every single detail that how to fill the form and what documents do you need and how to submit that application to the IRCC. Let's talk about EOI ranking points. I will show you here how to calculate your EOI ranking points based on the language, age, work experience, education, adaptability and risk factor. So as we previous calculate our eligibility points, there is a difference between eligibility and EOI ranking points. Eligibility points are the entrance ticket to get into the exam, but EOI ranking points decide if you pass that exam or not. So when sometimes you go to an agent and some of them just tell you you are getting 60 points, it means you are eligible for NPNP, but they don't tell you you're gonna pass that exam or not. To get that information, let's go on the website. I will show you how you can calculate your point, how you can assess yourself on based of EOI ranking points. To calculate your EOI points, you need to go on the same website where you went to create your account first time to submit your EOI profile. So let's start with the first factor, language score. Go here and check your CLB level. So when you calculating your point here, you will get the points for per band. Suppose you have CLB 4 in each, so it is 12 multiplied by 4. So while you calculating your language points for EOI profile, you can see, suppose you have CLB 4 in listening and speaking and you have CLB 5 in reading and writing. So then you can calculate your points accordingly. I'll show you how. So suppose you have CLB 4 in 2 of them, so you can do here 12 multiplied by 2, 24, and you have CLB 5 in rest of 2, so you can do 17 plus 17. So that's how you got 55 EOI points for your CLB level here. But I will go same with CLB 4 because we calculated our eligibility according to CLB 4. So I'll go with this right now to show you what is the difference. So we have 48 points here. If you have French, you can calculate your 25 points here. It should be CLB 5 or higher to get the points for French. Next one is age. So when you go on age, you get 75 points for 21 to 45 age. So let's calculate our 75 points here. Work experience, we consider 2 years there, so we're gonna go with the same 50 points here for work experience plus 50. Education, we went for with bachelor last time, so we will go with that. One post secondary program of 3 years or more, so 110 here, so we will go with 110. Next one is adaptability points. So we went with friend that time, so we can say close friend and distant relative, so we get 50 points here. So I will do 50 here. So you can see here, if you have close relative in Manitoba, then you can get 200 points for that. Your work experience, education, you can get accordingly. And if you have ongoing employment here or you get invitation letter, you get 500 points for that. And if your friend or relative lives outside of Winnipeg, which is the big main city in Manitoba, then you get additional 50 points for that. So that's the another points you get in there. So right now I'm not going with them. And then there is a risk factor. So what is the risk factor? If your work experience in another province, you get minus 100, and if you studied in another province, then it's a -100. So if skilled worker overseer, for them this is nothing, but if people are in Manitoba, then they can calculate their points and they can consider that as risk factor here accordingly. So now you can see you get 333 EOI ranking points. So let's have a look on the draws held by Manitoba government to invite people for PNP. So latest draw was on April 19, 2021, and you can see the total 369 people got invited and the lowest score was 612, and the 30 people got with the job letter and their lowest score was 703. If you go back here to the previous draw, which was April 8, 2021, skilled worker overseer 243 candidates got invited, in which 14 people with job letter and 15 people with express entry ID, and the lowest score gone 708. If you go more down, you can see this time skilled worker overseer and 711 was the lowest EOI ranking point score. So that's how you can check these all draws. Keep an eye on these draws when they are coming down and calculate your own EOI ranking points. You can assess yourself that where you stand while comparing to these draws, so you can explore the options to increase the score. Like you can increase by getting more work experience, getting more IELTS score, or try to get a job in Manitoba. That's how you can explore the options. And if you consider, okay, this program is not for me, then you can explore maybe other options to get PR in Canada. So when you are aware of this system, you cannot get misled by some people. You will be aware and you can assess by yourself that where you stand and what you should do next. So that's all for today. If you have any question about Canada immigration, please feel free to leave me a comment below or DM me on Instagram. You can find the link in the description. I will try to answer you as soon as possible. To get more informative videos about Canada immigration, please stay tuned, stay positive, stay happy. Give me a thumbs up if you like my videos. It gives me motivation to make another videos. If you haven't subscribed my channel yet, please subscribe it and press the bell icon for more informative videos. Thanks for watching this video.